Hey everyone, today is Tuesday, May 11th. As you can see by me squinting, we actually have the big round orange thing up in the sky. We had snow the other day, about a quarter inch. It didn't last very long, but it just has not been very warm since March was really warm. Our snow was gone in March. April was in the 50s, where March I think we had 60s and even a couple of 70s. But the grass doesn't really know what to do. It is somewhat green, but it's not growing. Has not been warm enough. But I just got done mowing the side hill here with the Massport. If you remember all the snow mold that I had here in the last video, it's pretty, there's not a lot of damage. I mean, there's still dormant grass down there, you can see it. A lot of it actually. But there's some spots here that haven't recovered. Those should all fill in. I do have fert down and potassium. I mean, here you can see there's snow mold damage, a lot of it. But for how much snow mold there was, there's really not a lot. I thought this whole thing was going to be destroyed, but it doesn't look bad. So for the first mow and all that snow mold, I'll take it. I'll take it. So put down the potassium. Probably, what, 3 weeks ago already? And the fertilizer, put it down on this area here. So I went a little heavier on the potassium than I wanted to. Ended up putting down about a pound after doing all the math and the science and rounding and carrying numbers. Little over 1.25 pounds per thousand, which is a little heavy, so I was only supposed to put down 1 pound per thousand. So I don't know if that's going to affect the lawn or not. It looks much different. I don't know if I have a setting on in the camera here. It looks more neon on the camera for some reason. Not really sure why, but it's a darker green with my eyes, with my peepers. My peepers see a darker green than the camera. The camera's seeing a brighter green. It's more dark. So I did thin out some trees up in that area there. They got hit by the iron termite, aka the chainsaw. So remember last year I wasn't going to take any more trees out anymore for a couple of years. Well, yeah, I've lost probably about 20-ish trees. So I got some brush to burn, but we need rain. Hasn't been warm here, but we haven't gotten a lot of rain either. It's pretty dry. So got all the brush to burn from the trees. Once we get some rain. I was hoping it would rain this past weekend. It was supposed to, but then it didn't. So there's enough brush here. It'll be a good day's worth of burning. I got 2 rows of firewood here. So those were the ones that were hit with the iron termite, or the steel termite, whatever you want to call it. Might take this little oak tree right here and knock her off. Might get a case of the iron termites there. I really don't like the big pine trees. As you can see there, the one behind that is actually on the other side of the road, so that's not mine. But this one right here, this one here, I think those are white pines. They're messy. I mean, we got some huge ones. That's probably 85 feet tall. It's quite a bit taller than the oaks and the maples. That one down there, those 2 right there, actually those 3, those are huge ones. The one there, that's a huge one. That there, those 3, there's 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Those are huge. That's really, well, there's some back there, but I don't worry about those too much. But there's a whole bunch up in this area. popple tree. That thing is a mess. These two right here, the birch and the popple, throughout the year, the two messiest trees. When the pines are dropping their needles in their pine cones, they are the messiest. But those popple and the birch, they drop all year long branches and crap. Look nice, pretty, but pain. The oaks are only when they drop their leaves and their acorns. That's a pain in the butt. And then the maples drop their seeds, I think they are, in the spring. Those are kind of a mess a little bit, but no, they drop in the fall. Those little propellers, if you ever see them, they got a seed head on one side and then like a wing, and they fall down. Those are from the maples, and those are a mess too. So grass is greening up pretty good. Again, it's a little more neon in the camera here. I mean, even look at my hand. It's like a neon orange. I don't know. Huh, weird. Something must have changed in my phone. So I do still have my GoPro Hero 9. I'm still working on that. I need another mount for it to fit to my tripod. That battery doesn't last very long on those things. What am I missing, guys? I mean, a lot of you guys use those GoPros and it seems like you're recording all day. I don't know if you're changing out batteries a lot or what the deal is, but I recorded once with it for about a half hour and it was like 3/4 of the battery. I was like, what? So, I mean, this is just neon, and it's not that neon. That is, but that is not. I'm not sure. So, got some, I think some of these trees are going to get some iron termites. As you can see, it's pretty shaded down there. I've worked pretty hard actually to get sunlight down here. From that tree over, if you kind of follow my finger to that tree about right there, those were a bunch of trees in there. I don't know, probably 8 to 10 years ago. I took a bunch of them out to get more sunlight, but the issue is that that's the south and that's a hill up, so those trees still block. It's not flat, so those trees still block a lot of this sun that gets down here. And this is AM sun here, PM sun, it goes that way. So these trees block the sun in the PM, and might thin them out a little more. There's one or two of these, if everything goes right, are going to be disappearing anyways, but I might help some more of it go away. I cut a couple of smaller trees out over there earlier this year. So hey everyone, today is Sunday, May 16th, I believe, right? I think so. It's a beautiful day. Sun is out. A couple clouds in the sky. I'm gonna be cutting some dandelions out of the grass. This is how I like to get rid of them. I just use a knife. I know it's not the best way because sometimes I don't get all the root. Well, actually probably 50% of the time I don't get all the root. But last year I had a whole bunch, and this year it's not bad so far. It's just groups, clumpings. Some are worse than others. My camera's dirty, sorry about that. I've been thinning out the woods a little bit, down over on that side as well. I'll show you that pile later on. But I just want to show you, I'm gonna grab my tripod because I don't have it. I think it might be easier. But this is what I do to get rid of dandelions. Try again. This is a bigger one. Sometimes the bigger ones are easier, sometimes they are not. So again, you kind of just, is this a twofer? Yeah, there's two of them here. So there's one here. Well, I guess, I don't know. Maybe that is all stemming from that first plant. Yeah, I think so. They're right next to each other. So, I usually use a longer knife, but I can't find my knife. Dandelion pops up. That's what's better. That's usually the smallest I get. So, I throw it in the bucket. push the grass back down, pat that over, and move on to the next one. So again, you try to find the plant, the root, which is right there. I don't know if you can see it. Take the knife, come down, go around it a little bit, and cut back. Yeah, see, I must, with this shorter knife, I'm just killing it. I'm not getting much of the tap root at all. So these will all be back, I'm sure, because most of the root is still in the ground. Okay, so I was gonna mow, but I'm not sure, as you can see, tracks from the cart and stuff, the grass is extremely dry. We haven't had rain, any substantial rain, in close to 3 weeks now. It's supposed to rain, today is Sunday, it's supposed to maybe rain Thursday, Friday. But I was gonna mow, but it is so dry, and I do have fertilizer down, and I haven't turned the sprinklers on yet. So I'm gonna fire up the sprinklers right now and get some water down for this grass. Not sure if you could see down there, a couple of trees had some iron termites hit them. So that's the wood pile there. I thinned out up there to get a little more sun, which actually worked down through there. So that's good in the afternoon sun. I was going to take one more tree, as you can see there's shadow right there. I was going to take that tree down as well. That one. And I think maybe that one. So those three, there's going to be 3 of them leaving of that area. Again, this one is probably going to be disappearing later this year if everything goes as planned. Although with the prices of everything skyrocketing, it may not happen this year, but we'll see. This one here has a lot of that, where that burl is, which is where that bump is. Those are called burls. There's a lot of rot. So that tree probably doesn't have long to live. Probably, I mean, it may live another 15 years, but so I've been debating about taking that or not. Probably gonna still leave it. That one there is probably gonna get the case of the iron termites. Same with that one. And that'll just help get a little more light in the afternoon shining down here, because we're starting, I think we're about 2 o'clock right now. It's starting to get where this does not see sun anymore. And it doesn't see sun in the morning anymore because these trees are all getting so big over here because the sun comes up and goes down. So this gets a lot of shade. And that's why we went with that Poa Sapina here. But I think if I get rid of that tree right here, possibly that tree there, and maybe that leaner right there, I'll help light filter in through to get in through over here. The downside when you do that is you leave an open space in the sky, and yes, you do get light through, and it's like, oh, that's great. But the next year, the tree right beside it says, oh, thank you for giving me that room, and whoosh, spreads over, and you have no more sunlight. So that's what ends up happening. So you really got to thin it out, unfortunately. And that's what I got for now. So I'm gonna head downstairs. I might take you down here and just show you. I'm gonna turn on that faucet there, because I gotta wash off the fertilizer spreader, which I'm horrible at doing. Horrible. So I did go around and cut out all the dandelions. I had a 5-gallon bucket full basically. So, but you can see the grass is not knowing what to do. It's struggling. I don't know how it's showing up on the carpet, or on the camera, but there's bright green, dark green, bright green, dark green, bright green, dark green. That's sunk in again. That's not as bad, but sunk in again. So that's what I know for now. I am going to stop this here. Alright guys, that's all I got for now. Just wanted to give you a quick update here. This is the first mow of 2021. Nothing epic. Looks okay. I'm very pleased, even though there's still quite a bit of damage, I'm very pleased on how it's looking after all that snow mold. And again, if I'll try to insert a picture here of what it looked like. Otherwise, just go back to the last video and you'll see all the snow mold. So, changed the blade on the Massport, got it all cleaned up. Again, if anybody has the Massport out there, let me know. There's two things that I don't know. I know this is a washport, but I can't seem to order the hose fitting for that. It didn't come with one. And then the other thing, if you decide to mulch with this thing, right, you see where that sponge is? That's a hole. I put that sponge in there because it just packs full of garbage. So I'm trying that to hopefully eliminate that packing full of garbage. I don't know if that's something for air to go through to help with the suction of bagging. I'm not really sure. If you guys know what that's for, comment down in the beep bloops down below and let me know. So, alright guys, I gotta go to dinner. So I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for tuning in as always. Appreciate it very much. Don't forget to hit the blocking the camera. Hit the old like button down below and subscribe. Get some notifications whenever we post another boring video. And that's it. Thanks.